At this time, I'd like to invite Nkosi up. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering and have a few questions, so I'd like to take this time to quiz and interview Nkosi. So, the first question, I'll stand on this side. Firstly, we want to know, who are you? Who is Nkosi?
Um, a child of God, who loves people. I love to be, when I'm with people, I want people to be happy around me. I just want peace. I just want people to be happy. I don't want people to be hurt by me. If I do, it will be a mistake. But um, basically, with regards to salvation matters, I came to the church because of a song. Um, in the Ndebele hymn is number 4. I don't know in English, so I still know these songs in vernacular. The song is what's number 4 in Ndebele? Yeah, there was this teacher. Thanks, Brother Meshek. There was this teacher who taught at the Adventist school that was next to the school I went to. I was not Adventist then, so I went to the other school. So there was an Adventist school, and this teacher would he sang so well. So I used to go to church to listen to him just sing. So if I found him that day preaching or doing other things, he used to talk about Sister White. I said, why talk about? I want to hear you sing. So I used to go to church to listen to him sing until I got. I think God had impressed some music in me, so I used to go to church to just listen sing. But back to this. Um, when I found God, when I got baptized, I then decided to use the gift of music to edify His work, to minister to other people. And like Pastor Lawrence says, when you sing and when somebody phones you and say, I had this stressful moment, but I listened to one of the songs that you sang and I was blessed. That I only say, God, thank you. At least you are using me to minister to other people. I can't go to every house, but you are using me to do that.
Okay, okay. How do you write your songs, or what inspires you to write these songs?
Um, it's a number of things, but the most common one is when somebody is preaching, and I personally like one verse preachers. You know, people who would preach a 1 hour sermon with one text.
Yeah.
Usually, preachers who preach like that, they keep repeating a statement. A statement. Like this morning, the statement that I repeated over and over was nothing but leaves. So if it was somebody preaching a song along the trees and the non-bearing of fruits would have come up. So if I listen to a statement from a nice preacher, most of my songs come from after listening to somebody preach, because I love preaching, though I cannot do preaching the way I do singing. So when I hear people preach and repeating a certain statement, a song comes up, especially the chorus.
Okay. And why do you predominantly sing in vernacular? In other words, Shona and Ndebele.
This actually not only singing in Ndebele and Shona, is you will hear some of the songs that I'm going to sing are in Ndebele, in Zulu, and in Shona. And the way I sing them, like the hymns you heard me sing, I sing them slightly different. It's deliberate. I am saying to myself, this is a hymnal that has been sung 1,001 times. God, how can I sing this song in such a way that it will appeal to people? It will sound like new. And God is faithful, because over the years people have been asking me, yes, you write your songs, God, but why can't you do an album in only purely hymnals? But I said, how do I sing a hymnal different to what's being sung every Sabbath? But then God was faithful. He gave me, like you heard me the first song, Lord, lift me up. I put in Ndebele there and English and that. But I know the church will understand this, Lord, lift me up and stuff. So it's trying to be unique. Because in music, if we are going to appeal, this is now to young people, if you are going to appeal to people, pray to God and strive to be unique. Don't sing like anybody. Like the way I sing, I'm not trying to be anybody. I just pray to God to be myself, because God doesn't duplicate talent. I believe strongly in that. He only created me. There's no other Nkosi except me. So I can't be anybody. I can't sing like somebody else.
Amen. Lovely, lovely. And lastly, where do you see your ministry heading?
Um, God is amazing. I don't know, Michael. I don't know, church, where the ministry is going, but I pray to God that whatever I sing, souls can be edified, souls can be lifted up. As a matter of fact, you know, when I sang here in 2016, Pastor Jackson, our president, was here. It was the first time I sang in his presence. And after that, I got a phone call, and in 2017, I sang at camp meeting almost every day for 5 days. And that meant a lot to me to see that, beloved, listen to me carefully. I've been singing a lot the way I sing, and I've had a lot of stick from my Adventist brothers and sisters because of the way I sing. So when I got a phone call from Pastor Jackson, when I got Pastor Lawrence calling me back to Breath of Life to sing, it means it's special. Pentecostals invite me, they have no problem. But Adventists will turn around and say, I'm trying to Pentecostalize things, I'm trying to bring something else. But I'm not doing that. I'm Adventist, fully baptized. I'm just trying to be unique, thinking outside the box, because as Adventists, I think we have this thing that we think the only way of singing is this way, the King's Herald's way, and nothing else. I think that is wrong. That God is not a king, a God of America, that he wants us to first be Americans and then be saved. He wants us to come to him as we are. As long as what we are doing is not, if I stood here and started bringing the African drum and teaching you to dance to my ancestral spirits, then that is wrong, because I'm bringing a doctrine that's not Adventist. But if I'm just being myself and saying, Lord, here am I praising you, God accepts that.
Thank you so
So
much.
it's like I said, the testimony about camp meeting, it meant a lot. Pastor Jackson just called me and said, you'll minister at camp meeting. I did for 5 days. It meant a lot to me to see that, while I get the stick from my other brethren, but there are some pastors that thank God for the ministry that God has given. One of them is in our midst, Pastor Lawrence, Pastor Jackson, and others. In my church, Pastor Apia at Wolverhampton Central, I've sang there 1,001 times. And, you know, it's good to know that there are people who appreciate what you are doing, even though there are some that give you the stick.
Amen. Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.